So I just wondered, had either of you seen any films in the Conjuring universe before you were approached about Annabelle, and how did you feel about landing your roles in the film?
Yeah, actually, I think we both watched both the Conjurings and
Annabelle.
Yeah. And I watched the first Conjuring before I was an actress even, so I was a huge fan of James Wan's work anyway. So it was kind of crazy when I got the audition.
And is it slightly less scary watching scary movies now that you know how it's all done?
I definitely. Sometimes it kind of ruins the fun, but I still love horror movies, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. I know how they're all doing this, because sometimes I don't, because I don't know everything about the horror genre. So.
And I love the sisterly friendship between the two of your characters in the film. How much fun did you have creating that relationship between you? Did you get to hang out a bit beforehand?
Yeah, we did, actually. We met at the table read, and we just didn't really have to work at it. Our friendship came pretty quickly. It was just, we really clicked with each other.
And I feel like our friendship solidified throughout the period of time we were shooting, because we played these intense, like, grueling games of Uno every single day. It was so much fun.
So that's what you all did as a cast, was it, in between takes?
Yes.
Yeah. And Lulu, there's a scene where Annabelle is sitting on the bed and she's really looking directly at your character. I just wondered what that was like to shoot.
It was so much fun. I think that was one of our first scenes.
I think that might have been our first scene together.
Yeah, probably. And in that scene, it's kind of where I discover that pop gun. And I just feel like that prop in particular was one of my favorites too, because it was just so cool. It looked like something that you would, I mean, I know it's from the past, but it looks like something you would bring out of the future, because it has those details on it that looks futuristic and awesome.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, I wondered that. Obviously, it's a period film, and then when you first look at it, you think, oh, that looks, yeah, like you say, it does look quite futuristic, yeah. And Talitha, what about the chairlift scene? I actually shouted out during that.
Oh, really?
Because it's such a good scene. What was that like to shoot?
That was actually very difficult, because I was by myself in that scene. There was no one else there, so it was just David shouting monster, and I had to react to it because we didn't have anything there that I could react to, so it was just him. And I didn't really have any other actor to feed off of in the scene, so I didn't really know how I was going to do it at first. But honestly, I think that took 2 days to film, because there's so many different angles, and it's a really big scene in the movie. But it was actually a lot of fun, because the chairlift was kind of like a Disneyland ride, so I kept on going up and down. That was nice.
And what was the atmosphere like on set? Obviously, you had to kind of act scared and pretend to be scared. Were there any times where it was a little bit creepy or scary, even in a fun way?
It was kind of, there was this overall eerie feeling on set, definitely, because all the details were just so realistic of the house. It was crazy.
But we felt comfortable to be goofy too with David. Like, we weren't always like so serious.
No.
We were professional, but it was really fun. We made jokes on set and stuff.
And what about the screaming? How much fun was that, or does it get a little bit tiring after a while?
It does get tiring, but it is a lot of fun. I like seeing people covering their ears whenever I'm screaming. I just think it's really funny. But there definitely was a lot of tea drank on that set, because I screamed so much.
Our throats hurt so bad sometimes.
Yes, so much.
And were you having to do some lessons as well while you were on set, or was this shot outside of sort of schoolwork time?
It was. We shot it during summer, so we didn't have to do any school on set, and that was nice.
But usually you do. If it's during the school year, you just bring all your schoolwork and from school. Well, I know you're homeschooled, but I have to bring all my schoolwork from school and do it on set, which can be hard, but I haven't gotten behind yet, which is very good.
That's good. You're doing well. Yeah. And Talitha, what was it like having to wear that leg brace and limp around on set? Did you practice for a little while before you started shooting?
I did, actually. 2 weeks before we started filming. I wanted it to seem really real, and I wanted to feel like I was comfortable in it. So I walked around with a cane, and I limped around the house and just going to different places, trying to get around without using that leg. And it was really hard at first, but the leg brace made it easier when I started filming.
And just finally, would either of you be comfortable going to sleep at night if you had the Annabelle doll in your bedroom?
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not, because it's always staring at you, so while I was sleeping, it would be staring at me.
I would just turn its head away, but I would be fine with it. I think it'd be kind of funny.
Talitha, Lulu, thanks very much.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!